Vote.
Second.
Take test 1, 2.
Test 1, 2.
Okay, let's stand for the pledge.
Okay, good evening. Okay, board president should advise members of the audience that they may address the board regarding agenda items after the superintendent's report. Only those members whose names and addresses are listed on the sign-in sheet available prior to the start of the meeting will be recognized during new business. The chairperson will limit discussions of any item by the public to 3 minutes in order for the board to expeditiously conduct its business. Mr. Dolan.
Again, it's summertime, winding down to an end. Last minute preparations are being made, but we will be open teachers next week and the students the following week. And with that, Liam? All right, since you did that.
I'm not complaining.
Wait,
No,
one
no,
second.
good.
I got a question. Mr. Koffler, do you have anything to say?
You were right, Mr. Dolan.
Thank you. Mr. Zachary, do you have anything to say?
No.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you.
I have no problem saying you were right.
Comments, public comments on agenda items only. Okay, moving on. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education approves the resignations, leaves of absence, position abolitions, employment appointments, tenure appointments, and salary changes in accordance with applicable provisions of education law and civil service law as cited in the certified personnel attachments. Taking a motion.
Motion. Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, at this time, I'd ask Corinne Scarles, David Smar, Katie Scuderi, and Brendan O'Bradis to please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at what is part of the next great generation of East Islip school teachers and administrators. Folks, you got through an arduous process. We're extremely proud of you. We're very excited. And my only hope is that 35 years from now, you have as many great memories as I have. We welcome you with open arms. You come with very distinct talents. And as I said, you guys went through an arduous interview process, lean heavily on the veterans and your colleagues who know so much and can guide you. Let's give them a nice round of applause. You guys have to stand for the whole meeting.
Congratulations. Okay. Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education approves the resignations, terminations, leaves of absence, position abolitions, employment appointments, tenure appointments, and salary changes in accordance with applicable provisions of education law and civil service law as cited in the non-certified personnel attachments. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Choosing myself on that.
Mr. Dorgan and Mr. Rulon were recusals. The other three were yeas.
Thank you.
Consent agenda items. Anybody want to remove anything from the consent agenda? 9:1 to 9:17. Resolved, the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, recommends the Board of Education approve agenda items 9.1 through 9.17. Action presented for each item. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education approves the donation of wood chips from Anderson Street Company. These wood chips will be used in the new Kindness Rock Garden at Timber Point Elementary School. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? To Anderson Street Company for your very generous donation. Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education accepts a donation of $600 from the Rotary Club of Islip, which will be partially offset the stipend of the Interact Club advisor for the 21-22 school year. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And thank you very much to the, they do. Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education accepts a donation of 28 gift cards in the amount of $25 each, totaling $700 and approximately 35 nylon drawstring backpacks from the East Islip class of 1980. These donations will go to the families in need in the district. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much to our class of 1980. What a great thing as far as backpacks for kids who can't afford it. So thank you very much, class of 1980. Be resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education approves the attached list of appropriation changes for the 21-22 and 22-23 school years. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
All right, finally.
Second.
Wow, yeah.
Discussion.
Picking up their effort.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, old business.
Oh, can I just mention something?
By all-
On 9.2 on the consent agenda, the board
Yeah, I
liaison
saw this.
appointments, but we spoke to Mr. Sassone. He is going to be doing all of Mrs. Walsh's appointments. Plus, he's also going to be on the Excellence in Learning Committee. So for 2022-23, those would be the changes. Everything else stays the same.
Everything else will stay the same. I did notice that it was last year's sheet. I'd love to throw Joanne Mann under the bus, but it's really my fault for not giving her the updated list. So I will take the heat for that one. But yes, we'll substitute Mr. Sassone from Ms. Walsh on those committees.
We'll approve that now, right?
Yes, it's all good. Any other old business?
I have old business.
I'm sure you do.
Are we going to, as the new school year approaches, make a priority these field trips that we talked about at the last meeting? Mr. Manzo?
Actually, I want to gather what they currently do, because I know they do participate in a lot of field trips.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to move forward with that.
Now it's going to be me and Mr. Manzo every week. It's going to be me and Mr. Manzo every week now. You're out.
Yeah, hopefully we never have to pick up those discussions between you and Mr. Dolan again. Any other old business? Old business? No? Any new business? Very quiet in the summer. So that's good, I guess, as we look forward to the new school year. Stephanie?
Mr. Peterson? No. Declines. No one else.
Wow. Yes, in the summer. A little busier about. You do not have to do a report. No, not necessary. Although I do, Thursday, September 22nd, I am away. Maybe, can we do the night before? Can we talk about that? Okay, perhaps we could talk about that.
Good check.
Mr. Carpuk definitely does not have anything. So we'll leave it for the 22nd right now, but you may see an update where it may, hopefully could be the day before. We'll see if anybody has any conflicts or any issues. We'll let everybody check their calendar. We'll book it for the 22nd for right now, but if possible, maybe. Next, even more reason, don't you want to spend it with us? The next Board of Education regular business meeting will be held on Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. I get a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
No, it's not
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, have a good night, and going to get off to a great start this year. It's going to be a great school year, looking forward to it, so thank you all for coming down.